Right back. I left the front door open.
Oh,
Alright, wait. Alright, so as the party sort of leaves the village of Readon and they head towards the Trident, it's about midday and it's like snowing pretty heavily. Everyone sort of like goes to sleep on the back of the cart, you know, do your thing. You restore all your health, any spell slots if you expended any, get half of your max hit dice back. Cool. And as Benjamin sort of like whips the reins and the horses start taking off again, the snow hasn't let up at all. Is there anything else? Is there anything you guys wish to do during this traveling period for the day?
Stuff when we stop, but for now I'm good. I just huddle up underneath my tent blanket thing that that Tobias has instructed me use.
I'm a tuning stuff.
All right.
You're a tuning stuff.
Well, no, tuning, but yeah.
Choosing spells.
Yeah.
All right. So as you start to go on, and you know, obviously the storm's very heavy with all the snow and whatnot, you're traveling at about half your normal pace, about 100 kilometers a day. And as you sort of go forward, Benjamin's just like, the storm's setting in again. The horses can't stand this cold, so we'll have to take shelter. And honestly, I'd much rather head straight to the Trident than stay out here, but I suppose we have no choice.
Better to play it safe than sorry.
I was going to say, yeah, that's famous last words.
And eventually, before long, as the sun starts to sort of go down in the distance, you see off in the distance like the tops of like some village buildings and whatnot, and like smoke's coming out of the chimneys. But it does eventually hit 5 or 6 p.m.-ish and the sun goes down. Everyone's sort of not as weary as before because, you know, you've all taken your long rests. But eventually the cart comes to a stop and Benjamin sort of hops off the cart, stands on the side, and just says, well, you guys can take the horses and carriages up further if you wish. I don't really like the feels of this place.
You didn't like the feels of the last place either.
And as everyone sort of like orientates themselves, you see someone running straight up to the cart, full speed, screaming, Carlius, you're back!
Oh,
wow,
no.
It's been so long! And she leaps up to the cart and hugs Carlius in an embrace and hugs and kisses you. Oh, you promised me you'd show me how to use that thing. And she eyes you suggestively. Oh, and you brought friends. She wipes her hands. Pleasure to meet you all. I'm Freya, Carlius's would-be wife, if he would stop working all the time. And she sort of slaps you on the hip with your tail.
Can someone drag a torch on, please? Some of the spellcasters.
Yeah.
ReZero. I just stand up, take a few steps, and fall backwards out of the caravan.
I'm
Wisdom
just
save.
Huh? What? Hi, Freya. Imagine seeing you here. And imagine us being here.
Yeah, come now. We've got
Again.
bed and board for you weary souls. Even for you,
Wait,
priest.
hold on. Everybody, hold up.
Yeah.
Wait, can't we
does this-
just go back
And
to...
Benjamin sort of ignores her as he walks off to the side to make camp.
I go up to this chick who probably thinks I'm a weirdo, but I actually know who this person is, so this isn't weird for me. And I put my hands on her shoulders and I say, do you have guards that stay here?
Why?
What do you mean, why? And I like look back over my shoulder at Tobias, just confused.
Okay, I'm gonna like gesture for you to chill and like take it down a notch.
Before long, you hear a voice in the distance. Freya, how many times have I told you not to rush out like that?
No.
And then she holds Carlius's hand with one of her tails and starts to pull you towards her parents. And you see the wife sort of nudge the father and goes, oh shit, they've got company. Oh. Well, y'all better make yourselves useful and spend some gold in Patrick's Inn tonight. And they turn and they start heading off towards their house.
Okay.
I just crouch down and I say, "Oh, I feel sick."
Yeah, I'm.
Carlius,
Yeah,
why don't you tell your lady friend to go ahead and we'll meet her up ahead. We need to get some stuff off the cart, remember?
actually, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to say. It's like, look, Freya, and it's really good to see you again, but give us maybe 5 minutes. We just got to grab some stuff, okay? I'll be up there soon.
Okay. And then she sort of just twirls her tail a little bit as she waits.
Okay.
Thorin is up in the cart eating his anxiety and bananas.
Okay, we all remember that we've been through this before, right? Just to double check?
Yeah.
Okay.
just
So,
departed.
what should we do?
Should we go straight to the cave?
Yes.
I think we should definitely get a head start on that, but
Perhaps
we
we
need to
should
figure
warn-
out how to...
Perhaps we
deal
should
with
warn the
stuff
villagers about something. Maybe we should set the village on fire now.
No, bad idea.
I don't mean to, try and assert knowledge I don't have, but do any of you magic guys have, is there anything that could cause this?
The gods.
Yeah, that's... I think this is just another facet of reality being screwed up. Oh no!
We are now subject to their influence again.
Tobias just stops mid-sentence and shrugs off his pack and digs through his books and then opens up his notebook that he was using for to try and work out that puzzle. It's mad scrawlings everywhere, and he points to the word Ouroboros.
None of it's there.
So he opens the book. It's aha! It's just a blank page. Oh.
Also, if you changed any spell slots or spells or anything, they'll revert back to previous. You also don't have any of the loot that you picked up. So Carlius, you'd still have your 3d8 minus 4 potion because you didn't actually drink it. Everyone gets 3 silver. Everyone gets 3 silver back, and Thorin, you also get 2 gold back. But yeah, you do lose the 60 gold from the thing.
Okay. So that was supposed to be more dramatic, but apparently that didn't get carried through in this loop.
But we know it.
Ouroboros, that ritual that was going on.
Oh wait. Do you think that? Okay, so obviously the 7th was the one who did this, right?
Well, I don't know if maybe his powers called on to do it, but I don't think this is the work of a god. Otherwise, we wouldn't remember because we're not protected from that anymore.
We might just be protected by someone else.
Maybe, but that doesn't really matter. I think whatever ritual that we're doing.
The thing that's concerning me is that if he sent us back, then it means that he doesn't want it to be done, right? So what could be so vile that he doesn't want it to take place?
The summoning of a lich.
And then you
Hang
hear Freya in
Do
the
I-
background. Carlius, I haven't seen you in almost a whole month. Oh, more than a month now. Come on, no more dawdling.
All right.
I'm going to do a memory check. Not memory. History check. Do I remember what Freya's mother was? Whether she was a cleric, whether she was somebody important?
No, she's just normal tiefling. Just a townsfolk. Just happens to be a
Okay.
tiefling.
And there's nobody in this area that I know of that's above, anything other than normal.
Yeah, just normal townsfolk. No, there's no hidden magical person here or anything. Even Freya herself, despite being a tiefling, struggles with the concept of casting magic.
Huh.
So did she ever? There are guards here, right?
No.
Okay.
Fuck.
Freya, my dear, do you ever have problems with goblin raids or any other such?
Goblin raids? What are you talking about?
Well, I've heard tale of travelers coming here recently after a encounter with goblins. Would that be correct, or am I fully mistaken?
Oh, you're talking about that really big, nice guy. Come, he's in the tavern. I'll introduce you to him.
I look over at Tobias and I say, and other adventurers. Fuck, what are they
Boys.
doing?
We can easily repel a goblin raid if we put our minds to it.
If we
I
know
don't
it's
think we should let it get to that point, though. I'm like,
Yeah.
Tobias is slowly walking, like, dawdling behind Freya as we walk off, and just...
Well, there's no reason to wait. We went to sleep after all. If we just don't go to sleep, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we rested. We're
Yeah.
ready to go.
So...
Oh yeah, you sort of also revert back to prior to resting. It's like as if the whole day started over again.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no, but what I mean by we were resting when it started is basically like, well, it would have been hours from now. Like, well and truly hours.
No?
What?
It's
Like,
it's
how long we
literally
were-
like you leave Readon, 10 minutes later you arrive in Readon.
Yeah, but
No,
how...
but like in terms of chronology from when we arrived in this town to when shit went down.
Oh yeah, no, it's like 6 p.m. right now, so you've got like 4 hours until you went to sleep.
Yeah,
And then, do we know how long we were asleep for?
it was a long rest.
You were kind of interrupted in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did
didn't
we
lose
get out?
temporary hit points?
We
so-
completed our long rest though, didn't we?
Yeah, like you got up at around 4 or 5 a.m. So
Okay,
Yep.
so if we go to bed now, if we go straight to the tavern, no
Right.
one drinks anything, we eat a quick meal and we go to bed, we can be up in time for the shitstorm.
But
Why do we have to have a rest?
Yeah, like, we
Well,
didn't
because
do
I've
anything
got-
in the
I've
day's
got a-
travel. We're
I've
good
got a
to go.
bunch of social spells equipped. I'm not gonna like calm emotions against a bunch of. And I look over at the chick to the side. And
How long do you need to change that?
Good
come
proper
on,
rest.
you're totaling a lot. A lot of
I need-
gold that we want. Come on, Carlius.
Okay, so
all I'm saying is I'm not missing out on rampant. Heading.
All right, fine. We'll deal with that.
Just don't wear
perhaps-
yourself out too much, alright? Save your energy.
I'll
Perhaps
only go for one round this time.
I know I'm going to regret this, but perhaps we should split the party.
How so?
don't you know
Two
we
of
never
you
split the
need to-
party?
two
Fighters
of
in the
you need to-
front, Clerics
2
Hale
of
and
you
Hardy.
need to rest, and 2 of us do not. Perhaps we can scout for things.
That's maybe
And
not a bad idea.
As you sort of come up towards the couple, Alex is saying his little poem to Aaron.
As we like start approaching before he gets to the bad line, I look over to Tobias and I'm like, should I interrupt him?
No, let nature take its course, I think.
Fair enough.
He repeats his very same bad line, and Aaron just rolls her eyes, looking very unimpressed.
Has anybody seen Carly's?
He's still back at the card, I think.
No, he's AFK.
Yeah, he did say he was gonna go get food.
Alright.
Just randomly, yeah. So eventually you come up to the main tavern, you see the same 3 little girls playing around in the snow, and the main tavern door opens for you as you head on in, and Freya sort of stands by the doorway and says, "Patrick, we got customers!" And Patrick looks at a lot of you as he starts filling in a few mugs of ales, and he sort of pats the table, "Come, take a seat!"
I clap a hand on Thorin's shoulder just before he goes in and say, I'm going to look for a place to lay low outside. If you need to rest, you do that quickly, but I'll see if I can find a way to nip this in the bud.
Alright.
I'll go with him, actually. Though I
Is it-
do need to do one thing first. Could you just hold here for a second?
Sure, yeah.
You think it's worth just not resting and just making my spells work?
Okay.
That's up to you. I don't know how this stuff works.
I would rather have hold person instead of calm emotions. I would rather have silence. I want speak with dead.
You should have enough time to do your stuff if you don't dilly-dally.
Alright, I'll go straight in, eat like a 10-minute meal and go to bed.
Mm.
So same thing, Carlius is sitting next to Freya. Freya's, being all lovey-dovey. And Patrick's just like, "So what brings you along to Readon? A little town out in the middle of nowhere."
Honestly, I've had a long day. I really just want to have a meal and go to bed. I'm sorry if that's cut, but
No,
it's
not
good.
at all.
It's-
I understand. You adventurers have it rough. Just 2 silver pieces for a room.
And one for the meal.
Yes, 1 for the meal.
Don't question how I know that. I slide 3 over.
He takes it and he sort of walks over and starts preparing a meal for you.
I hand over the same amount.
In the meanwhile, I approach this large gentleman.
And he turns and looks at you. It's Smash! And JB just turns and looks at you and goes, you might not want to get too close to him. He doesn't know you.
Oh, of course. I am Arcturus Flick. I'm actually intending to hire a group of adventurers for a certain tasking.
That's gonna be a problem, you see. And he wiggles his broken arm. I didn't have a very good encounter just the other day. I'm Julian
It's
Barbier.
most unfortunate to hear that you are down on your luck, but this task is very simple, and I am willing to pay, well, disproportionately.
I'm glad you're gonna pay well, but... Well, this isn't gonna... I don't think we're really up to that.
Ed, are you sure? Sorry, I look over at the big guy. Ed, are you sure you wish to turn down this gold? And I jiggle a pouch of gold.
He just sort of replies with, "It's Smash!" And then he gulps his ale.
Oh, well then. Young lady, are you interested in taking up this offer?
Young lady, excuse you?
I don't actually know.
She stands up and you see a fireball form in the middle of her hands. And then JB just walks over and tries to calm her. Wait. Just chill, Fiona. Just relax. He's
Literally,
old.
chill the fuck out.
He means well or something. I don't... Who did you say you were
Or
again?
something.
My name is Arcturus Flick.
Alright, well, look, Arcturus. How about you just mind your own business, huh?
Very well then. Well, I tried.
Yeah, just back off. Thanks.
Okay, it didn't work. Time to go.
Okay.
And Patrick sort of slides the food back to Thorin.
Cool, I start eating.
I think we should try and set up an ambush at the entrance to the forest. Between the two of us, we should be able to wipe out a fair chunk of them before they get to the town.
I'll leave my owl here, and I deploy my owl.
Deploy.
Okay. Just before we go, I'll duck in and just tap Thorin on the shoulder and say, Arcturus and I are going to go camp out at the edge of the wood if you're looking for us.
Just when we stop the cut.
At the end, where the you-know-whats took the you-know-who last time.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as I wake up, I'll come to you guys.
Cool. Sounds good. If you can...
You should have plenty of time to spare.
If you have anything that fits, a spell that lets us breathe fumes would probably be a good idea.
Yeah. I think about it.
Carlius, are you here? Alright, never mind.
Yes, my apologies, I am. I was just on mute while I was eating.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to ask you the question of, Freya wants to romp with you, do you romp her?
Is it sooner in the night than what it was last time?
No, it goes on about the same, unless you had something else you wanted to do other than eat and drink.
Oh, okay. I'll only have the one drink before I'm like, you know what? We need to catch up a little bit in a bit more of a intimate location. And I take her upstairs.
Alright.
Yeah, I go to bed
so
straight
you
away
go for
as
the
well.
romp, huh?
Well, I'm fast forwarding, shall we say.
Yep, all good. Alright.
I go straight to bed.
He's a man with a mission.
Thorin, I'll put you in the room that you would be put in.
Okay. And I, spend 2 or 3 minutes carefully laying out my armor to optimize how fast I can put it on. I've got my boots, at the side of the bed, so I literally just stand up and my feet are in them already, and,
Perhaps we should warn Benjamin, Tobias.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Benjamin, because he had a bad time last time.
Oh, yeah, didn't we all?
He had one of the best
Actually,
times,
I wouldn't
actually. He
hear-
just fucking pissed his pants and hid.
And to be fair, I didn't hear that because I was already halfway up the steps, so, you know.
Alright, so you guys talk to Benjamin as he's sort of laying down his bedroll. What do you say?
Yeah.
Brother Benjamin. Sorry, you first.
Brother Benjamin, can I ask you to trust me? This is going to sound a bit weird, but I don't have any reason to lie to you, so can you trust me if I say something weird?
Why? What is it that ails you, friend?
I have a really, really bad feeling about tonight, and I don't think you should be sleeping outside.
Well, this place does give me a little bit of the creeps, if I'm being honest.
If you
If you want, I could pay for you to take a room, perhaps in the inn or some other place, just not out in the open, you know?
Pay for me? Oh, you don't have to worry about that. But I suppose I should probably sleep inside where everyone is. Be a bit silly to be caught out here in the storm.
Brother Benjamin, may I ask you, do you have any skills in combat?
Combat? No, I'm a healer.
Okay. Have a good night, and
Yeah,
take care of yourself.
and to you too. And he sort of makes his way into the inn.
okie. Let's find a. If we move to the edge of the forest, can we find the path last time?
If you move to the edge of the forest, you do find the path, yeah.
Okay, so I want to try and find a good hiding spot close to there, and just hunker down there.
Okay.
Perhaps
Yeah.
before we go to the entrance of the cave, we should perhaps check out if there were any people at that camp last night. Perhaps that's where the goblins originated from. It's possible.
I'm worried if we go into the forest itself, we'll be spotted by scouts or something. I think our best bet is to catch them as they leave the forest and decimate their force there as much as we can.
Very true. Perhaps we should head up into the wagon and seek cover while we wait.
As the two of you try to discuss your plans, eventually you hear sort of the footsteps behind you, and you sort of turn around and you see JB, Fiona, and Ed. They're sort of chatting amongst themselves as they move towards the forest.
Oh, can I flag them down as they...
You can try.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Says Fiona. JB sort of talking something to Ed Smash, who only responds with Ed Smash.
Can I talk to you all for a second? You don't happen to own the campsite in the forest, do you?
Campsite? No. We haven't even been in the forest yet.
Oh, are you heading there now?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask why?
I don't know. Scout the place out, I suppose. Maybe find some goblins on the way. And he sort of elbows Ed a little bit. And Ed sort of death stares Arcturius for a while.
Could I persuade you all to hold off on that for a sec?
Fiona leans in. Why? You're going to interrogate us?
No, I gesture towards Arcturus, who looks kind of stereotypically wizardly with his staff and older features. I gesture at him and say, my friend here is somewhat gifted with divination, and he suspects that there may be something of a goblin incursion soon. We're laying a trap for them.
Right. A goblin incursion this close to the Trident. Sure. Says JP as he puts a hand on Ed, and Ed turns around. It's Smash. And they start walking off. Fiona just gives you a small dirty look, and you hear JB sort of from the background go, Fiona, and she snuffs the little fireball out as she goes, and turns and starts walking into the forest.
Tobias, I've had an epiphany.
Yeah?
Do you think perhaps those individuals are not all as they seem?
Possibly, but I don't think it's like. I think you may be reaching a bit there. Maybe you're right, but I don't think we have enough evidence to suspect them of anything.
Well, it just seems a rather unusual coincidence given the timing. But last time they stayed in the inn with us for the night. This time they did not. What is different?
Oh, we talked with them a fair while last time. Might have been too late for them once we finished talking.
Perhaps that is all the change that we need. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. We head to the start of that path into the forest and look for a place to hunker down.
Carlius, I'll move you into the room with Freya as you romp around. And Tobias and Arcturus, could you tell me the details of how you plan to hunker down at this path?
Arcturus, you can see through your owl's eyes, right?
That's correct, though I've left my owl in town for the time being.
If you call it back here, you can keep an eye out with that, and we won't need a light source, so we won't alert them to our presence unduly.
That's quite correct, yes.
And once they approach, we can make some lights and just unleash as much magic as we can in as short a space as.
I advise against doing that. We may be outnumbered. Perhaps we should flee if things turn to the worst. Return to town and regroup with the others.
Oh, with any luck, they'll join us, but.
By that time, perhaps, yes. I will be able to transmit messages through my owl. It is, after all, possible for me to use the owl to send spells.
How far, though? Will it reach back to town from the edge of the forest?
I'm pretty sure you have to touch your owl to be able to do it.
Do I have to touch my owl?
It's like range of touch, isn't it? To be able to pass your spell through it.
I guess that's the DM's call. In a previous campaign, we were able to do it, but
I think you can cast touch spells through the.
I'm like 90% sure that only rangers can cast full spells through their pets, and
I just mean
touch attacks through it.
Touch attacks, yeah. So
probably no message.
Oh right, yeah.
They know where we'll be, so I think it's better to have the owl with us, so we have a way of.
Yes, of course.
Ourselves.
Yes. Do you have any experience in sending up signals or making bright lights appear in the sky to guide people towards us?
Well, I could throw a fireball. That's probably quite visible.
Oh, good point.
Okay.
Okay, onward.
Okay.
Alright, so you two chill out by the entrance, like main road entrance, or like deeper in the forest?
Like at the edge of the forest.
Alright, then you guys can chill perfectly there. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the caravan away.
Can we like hide behind trees and stuff? So...
Yeah. I'll assume that you're hiding behind trees.
Cool.
Like you're making yourself inconspicuous.
Once we're set up, we'll be fairly close to each other, so Arcturus can like tap me when I need to illuminate, and then I'll snuff out my light spell.
Alright. You guys do your thing. Thorin, you're sleeping, yeah?
Yeah.
And
I'm going to be melted about it. I'm going to wake up at like 6-7 hours past.
Okay. And Carlius, you're sleeping too?
Oh, sleeping. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm sleeping. Sorry. Had to think for a second there.
Okay, so Thorin and Carlius, eventually time passes by, and it hits about maybe 1 or 2 a.m. that you two can feel. Tobias and Arcturus, do you guys sleep through the night at all?
No.
Oh,
we rest, but don't sleep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now, then the two of you, do you have rations to eat as well?
Yep.
Yes, I have my 1 remaining ration.
Alright, the two of you can roll Constitution save at advantage.
Big dick. Tourist.
Cool. Constitution save advantage.
Alright, yeah, you two make this save. You're able to sort of power through the night without getting too sleepy or exhausted just from staying up for so long. But eventually, Thorin, as you wake up a few hours before the contact hour that you think will happen, I assume you're going to start putting on your armor?
Yep.
Alright. And as for Kalius, you sort of wake up and Freya sort of like wrapped her arms around you, and she just goes, "Oh, what are you getting up so early for?"
Guess I'm insane like that.
And then
Crazy even.
she rolls in her bed to face the other way and very quickly goes back to sleep.
I breathe a huge sigh of relief and get myself ready to vacate.
Alright. I'll just remove those little walls for you guys. I realize they're still there. Alright, so sure enough, the first people who... actually, everyone can roll perception for me.
All of us?
Yeah, everyone.
Will we be at disadvantage?
No, based on sound, so it's alright.
Okay.
Woo! Those are some good rolls. Alright, Tobias and Arcurious Flick, you immediately hear several noises deep in the forest and just like sort of explosions of fire. You can actually see a little bit of bright light happen every now and again.
I suspect that's Fiona dying right now.
I don't think we should go after her. Or after them. We'd be...
What do you mean, go after them? This is an enjoyable show.
Then as you guys...
I was going to justify myself, but you seem to be on board, so...
As you guys notice Fiona's fireballs going off in the distance, one of you eventually turns around and suddenly you realize that the town is also on fire.
What the
You also hear like the screaming of men and women being sort of like dragged away. Some of the men get killed immediately, but most of the women get dragged away by various goblins and whatnot.
Are they coming towards us?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I cast
need a
light.
little bit of time. And for Thorin and Kalius, you immediately hear the very same Patrick sort of screaming, "Oh, you want some? Come on, fucking take some!" And he's like,
I'm fucking dressed this time. Let's fucking go!
Yep. Just get into it.
Alright, everyone can roll initiative for me. That'd be fantastic.
How on earth did they get past us, Tobias?
They must have an alternate route.
If this happens again, we're fucking taking watch, Kalius and I.
Alright. So, for Tobias and Arcturus, just imagine that these goblins have a whole bunch of townsfolk in tow. I just didn't want to put a million tokens down.
These townsfolk are alive. They're like kicking and
they're alive, kicking and screaming, being dragged by their hairs, arms, limbs, everything. Just roll initiative for them in groups. Alrighty, and then obviously one. I got some good rolls. Oh, I got a roll for Patrick too. Oh
you
yeah,
can live this time,
Thorin,
Patrick. I believe in you.
Thorin, you get your diamond back too if you didn't do it.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, the 300 gold. Yeah, so everything you expended, it didn't get expended. As it becomes Arcturus Flick's turn, you immediately turn around to face the town and you notice a group of goblins starting to walk your way.
I cast Mirror Image, which produces how many?
3.
3. Heck yeah. Does that include me or is that additional?
Additional.
Hey. 1, 2, 3. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
And I prepare myself. I can't prepare an action or anything, can I? No.
Probably don't need to mark them. They just move with you.
Yeah.
Copy everything you do.
Yeah. I do want to give them positioning and stuff for advantage and all that.
They kind of circle around you.
Oh, okay.
They take hits and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Spirit Guardians. Like I can't just send them off.
Oh, okay, right.
It's like a shell game with illusions. I
Alright.
don't know which one they're at.
Can you put like the number 3 in the red circle so you know you have 3?
Sure.
Alright, cool. Is that the end of your
Actually,
turn?
I'll just do that. How's that? Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Let me just double check. Alright. So, seemingly out of the darkness, you see several crossbow bolts fly towards Octaria's flick.
That hits. That misses.
And one of them embeds itself in your upper thigh for 6 + 6 piercing damage.
Does it though?
I don't
They
know,
gotta
does it?
roll
Yeah, you gotta roll a
D20s.
D20.
Yeah.
You can roll it.
Yeah.
But can it do this?
Not yet. Change the target.
6 or higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hope
one
it's
of your
like
duplicates
hanging them.
disappears.
Rip duplicate.
But you don't take any damage as the goblin horde starts to run full speed with various people being carried off, and some of them sort of split off into like different sides as well. As it becomes Thorin's turn.
Alrighty, I am going to get dressed. I am dressed, alright? Like, not alright. Am I dressed? Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because you did go out of your way to prepare it, so yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to get up and immediately start bolting straight downstairs.
Alright.
And I'm going to use all my shit to get right to the bottom down here.
And as Kalia sort of turns
And-
around, you see Freya sort of looking at you past the corner. And Thorin, you see the 2 spearmen sort of
hello.
going after Patrick.
Do I remember which one killed him? It was the one further away from me, right?
Yeah.
Do I start blowing spell slots already? Is the real question.
You can do it.
Oh, that's not the right button. No. I will just keep running. It's my turn.
So you see both of the goblins run after Patrick, one of them behind him and the other in front. And they try their little trip maneuver as Patrick has to pass a 13 dex.
You can do it, Patrick. I believe in you.
Well, rip to Patrick. Patrick gets knocked over as several spear thrusts come at him at advantage with the goblins.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh, mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made.
And as soon as he falls on his back, he immediately gets speared in the throat and the heart, and he dies.
Is it even worth trying to save this fucking guy? I swear to God.
As it becomes his turn, he travels up to the skies, and it becomes Kalia's.
Well, do I hear the gurgling to say
Oh
he's
yeah,
dead?
you hear
or...
the gurgling, and Freya behind you goes, "No!"
Well, I think that proves you should stay there. And I immediately turn stealth mode. And movement action says 27. Actually, where are they? They're up there, aren't they? So I move to right about here because that's my 60 feet.
Mhm.
Turn around to get a glimpse of where they are. So I've got one here and the other one's on the table, isn't he?
Yeah.
Crap, I'm out of reach. Crap. No, I'll use the longbow. Or actually, no, I take that back. I'll move the other 30 as a dash. No, not that far, Chris. So there's 20.
Yep.
Oops.
I also add some light for Tobias because I just realized this fire would emit light.
Alrighty. And I'm going to sit myself here, and that's my turn.
Alright. You end your turn there as it becomes Tobias' turn.
Okay, if that fire was there, could I retcon doing a light spell? 'Cause I can see them without it.
Did you cast it on combat start?
I cast it when we like turned around and there was a bunch of goblins.
Oh yeah, it's fine. You can retcon that.
Cool. Because now they don't know I'm here. Presumably. And each one of these guys is carrying somebody, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You can assume so.
Okay, can't fireball then. So that kind of defeats the point of saving all these people. So instead...
Do it, pussy.
You won't.
I think it'll just kill them all. Unless the DM is very kind and says I could like air burst it, so I just get the goblins and not the people they're dragging. But
Goblins are short, remember?
I'm just gonna Scorching Ray. These guys are hobgoblins, right?
Yep.
So they look tougher than the regular ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Gonna cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level. So 4 Scorching Rays.
All of them.
What
hit.
is... Awesome. So 2 to this guy and 2 to this guy.
Oh no. The middle dudes are the hobgoblins. Those ones are just like the tiny little goblins.
Yeah.
So you want to hit the tiny ones?
Are the tiny ones dragging people?
No.
Okay, then yeah. 2 to each of these hobgoblins.
Okay. Yeah, roll your attacks, yeah. So 2 to each of them, huh?
Yes.
You let forth several scorching rays that smack into their shield, and it sort of burns right through the rotten wood, and they immediately take that amount of damage. The first one takes a whopping 13, as the one behind it takes 16.
Could you mark the ones that you've targeted, by the way? Somehow? Like, just maybe draw a squiggle or something. Yeah. So those 2.
And then I use Quicken Spell, and I'm going to Firebolt the lead one. Oh, that was almost an 18. Damn it. Does that hit?
Let me just double check. Yes, it does. Roll damage.
Woohoo!
Oh.
That's to that guy.
As he sort of recovers from the scorching ray and he looks over to you again, you firebolt him in the face, and a good chunk of it explodes, and he dies on the spot.
Excellent.
Is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to... I was probably briefly illuminated by all the fire I just threw.
Mm-hmm.
Sidestep around here, so I'm in a different position.
Oh, you would also know that being shot by the crossbows, they can see you.
Say again, sorry?
Arcturius was shot by crossbow bolts, so they can see you.
Ah, okay. Then I don't bother to do that. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright, Arcturius.
2 options here. Go for damage or go for intimidation. I've been fucked so many times going for intimidation, so I'm just gonna go for the damages. Yeah. So this shoots up to 3 targets, though I cast it at spell level 3, so that increases another 3 targets. So I can shoot up to 6 targets with this, doing a total of 19 damage or 4... Hang on, what is that? Wow, that's really complex. Hang on, I'll cast the entire thing so that we can understand how it works. Magic Missile, partial, on, and actually I'll just set it to spell card because I want to keep the rolls, because otherwise it's a bit ridiculous.
If you want to split damage, you could just split the 7 and the 12.
No, that's not how it works. So yeah.
Each missile does 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah. So let me move that back into attack.
So
Then the spell descriptions. So we've got 1d4 plus 1 on the first one. So that's 4 plus 1 plus Do they fuck it up?
Just tell me who you hit.
That's right. 3d4 plus
Yeah.
3 is 1d4
I hit all the ones
one
that
of
he
3
hit.
times.
You hit
Yeah, I
all the
hit
ones that he
all-
did?
Yeah.
Alright, then
Except for the
with
one
those,
that's on the floor.
with those rolls, it's enough to kill the second goblin.
Okay.
And he
Yeah.
sort of explodes in a small shower of gore, showering some of the townsfolk. One of them breaks free and they start running.
With my movement action, I prepare to spear tackle the one that gets closest.
You can't do that.
Yeah, no.
It becomes the impending doom team's goblins, and they all start running towards you. The first one at Tobias, the second one at Arcturus Flick, as do the hobgoblins. They sort of run right up, dragging the people along behind them. As the crossbow guys move a little bit closer, and they also shoot you guys. The first crossbow shots are at Arcturus Flick. This one's for you, and this one's for Tobias.
Ooh,
I am hit.
I'm hit.
My squishy 11 AC.
Alright, so 10 to Tobias, and 4 to Arcturus.
Yep.
Now...
Wait.
What?
Because you must roll an 8 or higher. 8 or higher. What did I roll? I rolled a 9. Never mind.
Oh, okay, so it hits your illusion instead?
Yep.
Alright, one of them disappears. Now, because you are within 5 foot of those goblins, you guys are going to take an extra 2d6. First one at Tobias, second one at Arcturus.
These are crossbows, right?
Yeah.
Don't they get disadvantage for firing within melee range?
No. No. The crossbow guys are at the back. The people at the front are with sword.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys take
Right.
that amount of damage as it becomes Thorin's turn.
Wait. So this is coming from the guys at the front.
Oh, right. Arcturus, you wouldn't have taken the second damage because it hit your illusion.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright. Now it becomes, Did I roll that spear guys in half? I don't think I did.
No.
Yeah, they only moved 30 feet. Yeah, so you're gonna get stabbed too.
Wait.
So this one's at Tobias, and this one's at Arcturus.
Shield. Dink.
Oh, come on. Come on, illusion. Did it work? Did it work? Let me scroll up till I can find it. Which one duplicate you must roll? A D11 or higher. What did I roll? A 12. Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
The last illusion dissipates as it becomes
Oh, that's
Thorin's
perfect.
turn, and Tobias, you cast shield, and just the sheer force of it directs the spear the other way, and he misses its mark.
Whew, action.
Alright, Thorin.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to here. Oh, that's a little bit too far. I'm gonna move to here. So there's no way he can get past me without me opportunity attacking him, and I'm gonna Sacred Flame his bitch ass. Fuck this guy.
Probably take a fine. He is able to dodge a good amount of the shower, hopping off the table, taking only no damage. He takes no damage.
Oh, there was one there, I didn't even see him! Fuck! I was going for this one up here.
Well, then he hops. He like sort of dives underneath the table, and you.
Oh wait, hold
sacred
on.
flame it.
I didn't even see this guy against the backdrop of the table. Can I just run up and slap him with my sword instead?
All right, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, thank you. That's very generous. I didn't even see. I honestly thought that was part of the table. I was like, "Wasn't that too?" Whatever.
Well, actually,
Alright.
just to make this fair, seeing as rolls have been made, can you roll a perception? Because he does get a bonus action to hide, so he would have been hiding in the backdrop of the table.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, so 11. You only have to. Oh yeah, totally easy. Go for it. You can smack him.
All right. Sorry about that. I just
No, it's fine. Totally, I get it.
Damn it.
You leap up at the next goblin, and he sort of turns around very deftly and kicks a tankard of ale in your face, throwing your aim off, and you smack into the table with your sword, sending splinters flying all over the place.
That's fine.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Then he sort of waits for his teammate to run up behind you, and he drops down sort of like a pommel horse, and they do their little tactic trying to trip you, so you have to roll a DC 13 Dex or Strength. Acrobatics or athletics.
Fuck.
You fall over You're prone.
Stop!
And they spear thrust you several times in the face. Or at least
Come at
attempt
me!
to.
Nope.
And you sort of roll on the spot using your shield as leverage to sort of parry off the blows as it becomes Carly's turn.
Alright then. So, this fucker here is getting absolutely obliterated. And I'm going to jump up on the bar and make my way over here.
Yep.
And I'm going to use the use Asian's dagger to completely eviscerate him. So
Give me 1 second. He turns around as you sort of come up close to him, and as soon as he lays eyes on the dagger, you see his eyes widen very fast, and he just Asian! Oh, Asian! And he throws his spear and shield onto the floor, and he immediately drops to his knees and prostrates himself. As does the other.
Maybe we should have led with that one next time.
yeah, I agree. Are we still in combat or?
For you guys, currently, yes.
Okay.
Just because the other guys haven't done their thing yet.
Okay. So
Can I
say-
whisper up to Carlius and be like, say your life is forfeit?
Say what?
I can't whisper it twice.
No, I didn't actually hear what you said.
Oh, just stage whispering just for the sake of... I would be like, hey, tell them that their lives are forfeit.
Their lives for oh god. If you do what we say, we will let you live.
Oh, yeah.
Close enough.
Oh, Asian, anything.
I sheath the dagger and give a knowing nod to Thorin.
I scoop myself off the ground once it's my turn.
Is that the end of your turn, Carlius?
Pretty much, except to say, look, do as I say and you'll both live. That's pretty much it.
And it becomes Tobias's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use quickened spell to cast light, so I can see. Because I can't see these people stabbing me in the face. That's a problem. And then.
So just to give you a little bit more description, the guys directly in front of you are tiny little goblins, but these dudes behind them with the big hammers, they look like very strong hobgoblins.
Okie dokie. And the hobgoblins are dragging people?
Oh yeah. And just to make this a tiny little bit harder, the goblins in front of you are also dodging.
Okay. I still have my shield up, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, doesn't it?
Until the start of your next turn, so I don't have
so you
it
don't
up.
have any more yet.
Okay. But I'm going to... Wait, let me see. Can I...
I'll add a little token to the people who are dragging people. Like blue dots.
Arcturus is going next. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Cast light. I get a look at the scene. I'm gonna use my move action to get back here. I assume I take an opportunity attack.
Yes, from that one.
Bring it.
He stabs you. And you very
Nope.
effortlessly dodge out of the way, as it's too tiny to reach.
Okay, and I'm gonna ready an action. I'm gonna shout to Arcturus, Arcturus, get away from them! And I'm gonna ready an action of Fireball once he's clear.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Arcturus.
Just checking something really quick. Okay, checked. Yeah, I'm gonna use Magic Missile again, and I'm gonna cast that at the highest level as per usual. Okay.
Tragic.
Oh, ripped.
Wow. 1+1. Tragic. Anyways, I'll put that on the first bolt onto this guy closest to me. And I'll put the second
you'll
bolt
be-
onto that guy.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So first bolt, and then
So
second
that's
bolt.
a 4. And then second bolt 9 onto this guy.
Alright, sure. You do those things. And the first one gets smacked for 4 damage, as the other gets smacked for 9 damage.
Okie doke. And then I cast Misty Step as a bonus action. And bloop bloop bloop.
Does it go again?
Bloop bloop bloop. Okay.
And as soon as Arcturus appears next to me, I chuck a fireball at that
Yep.
group of 4. And I'm gonna try and angle it so I don't hit the civilians that are being dragged.
Yep, that's fair. Alright.
Wow.
You catch every single one of them. The first 2 goblins near the front, they immediately die as they're immolated by your fireball. Whereas the ones who are behind, they sort of pull the civilians in front of them.
Oh, what? X!
But they do take the full damage from that as well, as I don't think... Oh no, yours is a 16. Somehow I thought it was higher for some reason.
Yeah,
Sorry
only
about
16 to get your hands on a better wand.
Then in that case, this goblin doesn't actually die. So he takes 11 damage as the other one does die. The one at the back takes 22 fire damage. The civilians are A-OK, and the other one takes 11 damage as well. Alright. Is that the end of Arcturus Flick's turn?
Wondering if I should run behind Tobias or if that would be too much of a dick move.
I'm looking very hurt.
Actually, hang on. Tobias just cast a spell, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, yeah, I'm just going to move back up front. What? Why would I not do that? Okay, I move back up front, face tank this guy.
Alright. Is that the end of your
Yeah.
turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Alright. As it becomes all the goblins' turns, everyone can roll a wisdom save. It's only a
Ha!
Alright, I don't think it actually gets anyone unless Kalius fails this roll.
Hang on, why Carlius?
Because you didn't wisdom save.
Oh. So everyone has to wisdom save.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone. DC 15.
Yeah, I think I'm going to fail this one.
Impending 14.
Oh!
Wow, almost in that funny. So everyone sort of hears a very loud echoing boom of a voice just saying, "Bring more!" Yet this time it doesn't stun any of you. And for Arcturus Flick and Tobias, you see immediately the goblins in front of you, their eyes sort of glaze over. And this goblin takes his disengage action and runs deep into the forest past Arcturus Flick. This one...
He has nobody on him, yeah?
No, he doesn't have any armor. But this one does, and as does the other one. They both moved their 30 feet. One of them's still within this range. And
Can you
these
opportunity
two
attack one of
helps. I don't think they've got
No,
range
they
on them.
disengaged.
Ah, yes, I keep forgetting that.
And those
I mean,
two,
I was in range, but they disengaged, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the small goblins disengage. And the other two crossbowmen, they sort of like help each other to grab this last screaming woman, and they run into the thing, into the forest.
Wait. Are they running past me, or are they?
They're just running by. They're not going anywhere near you at all.
Oh,
Only
okay,
one
yeah,
of them
okay,
was
right
near you, and he disengaged because he's the tiny little goblin.
Gotcha.
Yep. Thorin. Do you see the eyes of these two goblins also glaze over as they, without picking up their weapons, they sort of just stand upright, and then the one by the table, like grabs Patrick, as does the other one. He runs over, grabs Patrick, and they start trying to haul him out of this room. The doors and stuff are still on fire though.
Alright. Can I...
Yeah, it's your turn.
Some
I'm just saying that's what they're gonna do.
Okay. Wait, don't I have a... No, it must be a different character. Yeah, fuck it, as he tries to push past me, I want to stab him in his butthole.
Alright. You can do this at advantage as he has absolutely no awareness of the surroundings.
Oh, feels bad.
You smack the
Does
goblin.
Kalius get one as well?
Oh yeah, Kalius, you can do your... Oh wait, no, these are the little tiny goblins. So you're doing a normal attack on him, and you smack him upside his arm, and you deal 8 total damage to the goblin closest to you. Is that
Wait, hang on. So, are we actually attacking him now?
Thorin did on his turn, yeah.
Oh, okay. I shout to him and say, "Oi, they could actually be useful."
I think they've been mind controlled now, man. And I'm gonna walk over and just to try to see if I can't slow them down, I'm going to just stand on this corpse. And there's no way they can drag him with me on top.
You'd be surprised. They move a little bit into the fire.
That's fine.
In fact, they actually end their turn in the fire, so they're gonna take damage too.
Cool.
You're okay though. Like you're on.
I'm getting a free ride.
So those goblins take that amount of fire damage that they start to burn, and it becomes Kalius' turn.
I take the longest sigh imaginable. It's just. So I just bail at this point. Get out of here. Actually, I'm going to measure this out. There's 26 feet. Just so I can see what I'm doing. "30 feet. And I'm just going to call out, "So, what do you want to do?" And, oh, sorry, I'm calling this out to Thorin. What do you actually want to do with them?
I don't think there's anything can be done. The only person who broke this last time was Tobias. I think we just squash him.
Yep. Okay. So, crossbow, not crossbow, longbow, or short bow, any kind of bow. And I take a shot at them, at the nearest one to me.
Yep. Roll your attack. You also get advantage.
Oh, okay. So, no.
Alright, roll your damage. Alright.
Sneak attack there.
Sneak attack too.
So I'm up in their business. Nice.
Ah. You immediately kill the goblin that you shot as Thorin sees the arrowhead sort of protrude from its eye, and the goblin falls down dead.
I cheer.
I sigh as I slowly reach for another one, and that's my turn.
Alright, Tobias.
Okay. This guy here, is he dragging something?
Yes.
Okay. Has he been hurt?
He has been hurt by the fireball earlier, yes. You do see some singe marks and whatnot.
Okay. Scorching Ray 3 times.
First and second hit.
Okie dokie.
You let loose several scorching rays that fly towards him, and he raises his mallet arm and blocks most of them, but he does take the full damage as fire sort of starts to chew away at his forearm.
Okay,
As he takes 13 points of damage.
And then Quickened Firebolt.
That also hits. Roll damage. As he lowers his mallet arm after blocking all the scorching rays, you firebolt him in the face, and his head sort of like snaps to one side before he looks back at you and goes and starts walking forward.
Towards me?
Yeah, no, like starts walking into the forest. And he does look on his last legs as he sort of struggles to pull at the civilian who's trying to get away.
The other people who've gone ahead, like in that direction, they're only 30 feet away from us. Like,
Yeah,
we can
pretty
still
much.
see them, right? Okay.
Just
Yeah,
I'm
using
gonna-
movement action
Now,
to-
because they're dragging the civilians behind them, if you were to hit them like this, civilian would be in the line of fire.
But what if I can't miss?
Oh, well, yeah, no. That's no issue at all.
Okay. So yeah, magic missile once again.
Oh, rip.
Jesus. What is with
God.
your nat ones? Alright, you picked
Yeah,
the
well-
weakest looking one. Exactly 18 points of health as you... do you hit this one or do you hit the other dudes?
No, I hit the weakest looking one.
Alright, you hit the guy, the hobgoblin who's dragging onto someone. And with an 18, he immediately dies and you see like the civilians start running out of the forest, like past you guys the other way.
I'll take my movement action as well to sprint past Tobias 30 feet towards those other guys.
Alright, you appear there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where there is because no light.
There's no light.
Yeah. But I imagine the light would still be there,
there.
so I'm just going to be like, that's light. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
I might interject. Yeah, I'm between the two peeps. This is perfect. This is exactly where I want to be. Yes.
Alright. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Can I possibly persuade you to end your turn somewhere else?
Sure, I guess.
You don't have to. It's your choice.
I'll end my turn there then.
Alright. The goblin in front of you tries to use his comrades to push you over. As it becomes everyone, like all the goblins' turn. Oh no, that one's dead. Hold on, let me remove him. One of the civilians runs away. Oh, okay. In that case, the goblin with the sword just stabs you. Tries to, at least.
Yeah, he would hit on a normal day, but today's today.
Alright. You let your shield up, and as you watch him sort of like try to hack away at you, your shield just deflects all the blows as the other crossbowmen sort of drag the woman forward and they run off into the forest, some far away, some really, really far away. As the last guy makes his way through as well. It's about 30.
I'm blowing all my spell slots.
Alright. Thorin.
I attempt to be squished.
Alright, yeah, roll attack at advantage. Oh yeah, as he's like sort of leaning down and pulling on Patrick, you just very quickly behead him with a small splash of your flaming longsword.
Cool. And I will use my movement to run out this way past Carlius and be like, come on, we're gonna catch up with the others.
Yep.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Carlius.
Alrighty, so I, as he says, quickly run now. If I remember from last time, all of the houses were empty, barring one. Was it?
Yep.
I'm going to roll a history to see if I remember which house had the corpses in it.
Have the corpses in it.
Oh, sorry, the expired family members.
You are unable to remember which house.
That's fine. So rather than take the take too much time out, I just start running.
Alright. You do
Yep.
so.
And I will.
And
So I'm taking.
how far do you go?
Well, there's 60 feet.
Do you move 90 because you can double dash?
That's what I was just going to
As you get
say.
to about there, you're able to
Yep.
notice out of the peripheral vision of you that way.
Yep.
Let me just double check. You can very barely see. There's like a well at the top of this small hill incline, and some of the goblins are hopping into it.
Oh, that's how they did it.
How they did what?
How they snuck past us. They used the well. Not that Tobias knows there's a well there, because I just had an out of character realization.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't know either because I didn't think anything of it. But are they? Let's see. I call out to Thorin. Oi, follow me, and I proceed to go in that general direction.
Alright.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
As he's running away, can I call out, being like, we have to go get your fucking girlfriend's dad out of that burning house.
And you hear behind you, yeah! And Freya's right there. Alright. Tobias.
Oh shit.
Okay. I'm running into the forest after everyone.
You do so. I might
you
have
move
to.
me in there?
Yeah, I was gonna. A sec. I forgot which layer I put this on. Because there are like a trillion layers I have to look at. I'll put